Well, there's a sight you don't want to see, folks. This is the R6 at a Tesco's petrol station. Absolutely fucking broken. I have no idea what's wrong with it at the minute. RAC is coming out. If you turn it on, it works. Like so. But if you go to actually start it, dead. You hear some electrical clicking at the back, but this is it. It happened just as I pulled up, so I'm not really sure what it is. Literally, when I go to stop the bike, I normally hit the kill switch. So literally about half a second before I went to hit the kill switch, I could hear this right at the back end of the bike. So it's something electrical at the back, I think. Starter motor you generally hear there, but it can't be the starter motor, as it was actually moving. The engine was on, and I wasn't pressing the ignition or anything, so I'm really not sure what the hell it is. But never mind, RAC is on its way. Let's see what they say. Fuck. Right, folks, help needed. RAC man's turned up, done some testing on the battery. First thing he thought of was the battery was gone, so he tested that, and there was a huge draw in the current, which said that it's potentially the starter was jammed or is on its way out. Apparently they can engage themselves even when you're riding, which could have been the clicking that I heard before it went, or before I stopped it basically. But now, even though the starter motor could be jammed etc, you should still be able to bump the bike. So we had a go at bumping it, and in first and second gear it did not turn over at all. Locked the back wheel up straight off, which leads me to think that the engine is completely seized. And if it is, that's the last you'll see of that bike, because it's fucked. So there you go, you hear the story, you've got the news of what potentially is happening. Interested to know if anyone has any better ideas, but other than that, it's going to be a well, it'll be a project bike in the end. It'll be I'll completely strip it, I'll buy a new engine, put a new engine in it, but that's not going to be for a good year, I suspect. And in the meanwhile, I'll have to use the R1 when it's not wet. There we go, I'm waiting for a tow to get it back to the garage now, or get it back to my house and put it back in the garage. At some point I'll try do some research and see what happens. And there we go. If you guys do have anything to say or comments, any suggestions, please do chuck them my way, because I'd love to know. I love this bike, I want to get it back on the road if I can. Ideally I want this working for at least another 2 years before I buy something newer. But there we go. Either way, speak to you all soon.